Finally made it. I am finally live. Took a long spell, some trial and error, some sicknesses, headaches, all that fun stuff. How appropriate that I chose peace this round because I really needed to not exude it, but practice the peace. So my daughter, she had a double ear infection and then I guess like a little bit of bronchitis on top of that. Yes, I'm a horrible mom. So we had antibiotics going on and we finally got that taken care of. But yeah, Sunday night was a little bit better, but yeah, she just didn't want to sleep, late sleeping. And then Monday I had a headache where all I wanted to do was close my eyes, but of course I couldn't because I'm a mom and you have to stay awake all the time. So as soon as the kids went down, I was gone. I was out. Can't make me stay around. And then Tuesday, these are all excuses, right? And then Tuesday, my little one, my son wanted me to lay with him and he took forever to go to sleep. And by the time I think I fell asleep before he did. So by the time I woke up, it was well past the stream time, and I was pretty much done with that. So yeah, a week of peace. And I said, you know what? I'm not kicking the can another day because I know what will happen. So I just kicked it a little bit further down the road and let it roll and prayed that I could make it. So, and I did. You're live. So, wanted to talk about peace. Do we have peace in our life, in our circumstances, or in our surroundings? Is it, thank you. Sometimes we have things like this,
This year, take the
circumstances
time to melt
happen
into
in
your
our
holiday
life
moments
that
with Lindor.
cause a little bit of
You know
a
what you don't see in
hiccup.
psoriasis
You know what I'm
commercials?
saying? So, can you have peace in having those trials and errors? Or your surroundings. Maybe you have a hectic life or a quiet life, and do you find either of those peaceful? And do you need to change some of those outcomes in your life? And peace is more of peace stems from hope. A confidence in a promise of something that you'll make it through the trial, or you'll make it through the situation. You'll make it through the ear infections. So yeah, there's definitely, you give yourself a promise that you can make it through that deal, right? And you have confidence in it, hope about it. So, and then knowing that even the ups and downs, your foundation remains unshaken. So what is your foundation? What do you hold? What holds your peace together? Is it something that's volatile, moves from day to day, or is it a firm, solid, unshakable, like so one's like a quicksand and then the other one's like rock, right? So solid or quicksand. Peace can be constant if you allow it to be constant, right? Because sometimes it's a strong and quiet peace that stills all the chaos around you. So things could just be going so haywire, but you can have like happiness in the midst of the muck, right? So That's really what I got for peace. Yeah. Or instead of the quiet, still strong, quiet peace, do you have to constantly remind yourself of, I'm going to make it through this. I believe in this promise. I have hope that I'll make it through. Uh, uh. I should just drink coffee. Yeah. Yeah. So those are the questions. So you can leave that in the comments below for me if you like to. I know people are very busy tonight. It's Saturday. It's getting close to Christmas. I hope you guys have good plans for it. I did my first thing this year. I hand painted some Christmas cards with acrylic paint and just like, it's not construction paper, but it's just a little bit thicker. It's not cardstock, but it's just a little bit thicker paper that was colored, and I did wreaths, and I had my son do some Christmas trees, which was pretty easy because you just put masking tape in the shape of a tree for him, and he could just go to town. And then we had little Q-tips where you could just dot the colors in. That was cool. I think I did about 18 of them. 18. And then I realized, dummy that I am, after doing all those, if I had any envelopes that fit it. No, I did not have any envelopes that fit it. So I had to have peace with the fact that I had to come around with a different solution. Most of the people I know I'm going to see here in the next week before we go on our trip. So I'm going to hand those out personally without the envelopes. And then I had to scrounge around the house and find some envelopes to birthday cards and random weird silly cards we haven't used yet. So I kicked the can down the road for that one. I'm going to have to just cut and make my own, but I just didn't have time for that. Next year I'll think thoroughly more about that situation. So so I just wanted to talk about that. And then I also had a few other things that was on my mind that I wanted to go over and talk about. There was I didn't get to play many video games when I was younger, but I did get to experience some, and I wanted to share some off the wall random games that I did get to play more. Some were my brother's, or one was my dad's. Oh, actually, two were my dad, one was my brother. So he had bought a Sega Saturn, and so he bought one game, and my dad bought another game. And we were he was older, and he had a kid and some wives, but we he bought a house, and we were with him, and my dad converted the garage into another master bedroom. So that was very interesting. And the kids he had were really, actually he only had one at the time, and he was really young, so he got to stay with them in their room, and then I had my own room, and my other brother had his room. That was a really weird setup, but yeah, just random thing there. So let me show you the games that I have that I selected. So Okay, so we're gonna go with my brother's one here, which was Virtua Fighter. I had gotten this confused with Tekken a long time ago. Virtua Fighter 2, and there's the drunken guy. I like to play him, and then the girl that looked like, thank you. I wish you had the names here. You don't. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this was fun. I really enjoyed this game. And you can tell it was just very, no, that's not, well, that's not that's Virtual Fighter 3X. That's the animation. Okay, yeah. So I like to play Pai Chan. Sarah Bryant. She was the only American girl there. Well, you had Vanessa Lewis too, but that wasn't two. So, and Jackie Bryant was her brother, and Liu Chan. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. Okay. Daughter Liu Chan, martial arts movie star in a hometown restaurant. Yeah, okay. Anyways, one of them liked to do the drunken fighting. Drunken boxing. There you go, Shundi. There you go. Yeah, so he was just all like wobbly everywhere. All right, so that was one. And then another one. This is the one that my dad got. And that is, hold on here. I can't believe it wouldn't go. It has to do that. And then he had Robotica. So this is like a little robot that is in space on these many different levels. And you have to fight. Hold on. Yeah, the Daedalus space station. Destroy the core at the top. The floors are randomly generated. For every floor of the station, there is a key card in a random location. And you had to do seek and destroy of the reactor's core. But there were things that you did have to fight. So I don't know why they're not talking about that. Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this game. Robotica. No, that's not it either. But yeah, this was Acclaim. Wish I had another picture here. Yeah, see? This is kind of what had to deal with. Yes, they did have a good, decent lineup for first-person shooters. Hi, Zax. Good to see ya. I know you're probably still streaming, so get back to circle jerking. But thank you for stopping by. Hold on here. Yeah, there's these little creatures that you had to fight on the floor. This was fun. I played this when my dad was at work. And then another one. This was actually a different game system. This was on it was on Sega Saturn 2. Okay. Hold on. I'll show you. Okay, Clockwork Knight. This is pretty cool. It's like you're going through the house, and there's a bunch of little puzzles and mazes and things that you have to move to get through the level. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah. You'd have to move all these blocks and stuff, and you have the bedroom, the kitchen, the living room. And it's all about saving, I guess, the princess. I only did the kitchen one. That's why I'm talking about that one so much. Yeah, but this was really fun. I got to, you had the little random weird bouncy horse and stuff. So yeah, hold on here. Kitchen level. Yes, here we go. And then the little pots, that jumped up and stuff. Yeah. That was a pretty fun game. I really liked it. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard of these 3 games or not. And then one I had on my own is, I think, Dark Cloud 2. I had Dark Cloud 2. So you can see I did do some like RPG a long, long time ago. You had Maximilian. I can't believe I actually remember that name. And Monica Raybrandt. Yeah. I really did enjoy this because you could build your own little village too, and then go on the quests. Then you can go into town. It was really cool. Oh, and you can make all these kind of weird contraptions. It's like a steampunk era. That's what I probably should have told you. It was a steampunk era game. So a lot of the stuff was wood and barrels, and man, I really wish I could get my hands on this game again. I don't think I'd be able to play it on because this was PlayStation. So I don't think I can stream this. This is art. We end up getting married. That's cool. I never finished this game, so that's probably a sad, sad thing. That's most of my life, never finishing anything. The pumpkin head. Oh, God. Yeah, I missed this game. I'll have to look into, PlayStation 2. I'll have to look into seeing how I can get my hands on this game again. So, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of any of these games or not. Let me know. And then I did play it was the one where you could customize your own lightsaber, and you can make your own character. And I'm pretty sure that's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's the original Xbox. I really liked this game too. I didn't get into it as much as my other Xbox game, which was mind blanking here. It's my favorite one, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. I only had those 2 games. I actually think this was my boyfriend's game. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, so those are some of the old OG games I used to play. So, you block the ad, I'm gonna block you. There we go. Yay, Christmas music. So, that is what I'm getting into. And then I'm trying to do something to save money on this side. Part of the problem is actually having the money to save. So I have to like ferret things away and not spend too much money. So we're not in a deficit. But from my job, I get a paycheck, and I'm going to take a little bit of that money each week and try to save a little bit of it. And there is a couple challenges you can do to make it fun or to give you a goal kind of to do, where you can have it a 6-month challenge, or you can do it by like these weird scratch offs, all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. But there is one that I want to do. It's called the 50 envelope challenge. And they have another one where it's 100 envelopes. And the let me see now. I wish I could find one here that shows the amount. So each envelope has a certain amount to it. And that's just 5,000. I don't want to do that one. I'll just do this one here. Okay. I'm gonna make my own little thing. Okay. So I hate doing this where you keep going back and forth. Okay, here you go. So you get about 50 envelopes, right? And you number them 1 through 50, right? And the goal is for each envelope, it's a price amount, right? So $1 for one envelope, 2 for $2, so on and so forth until you get to envelope 50, which is $50, right? And it's incremental to save up to, but with that, you actually get 1,200 in savings, and with the 100 one goes up to 100 envelopes, and that saves you about $5,000. Saves you, but you get to save $5,000, which I'm not going to be able to get up to the 100 one, but I'm going to try the 50. And then if I finish that and I have no problem with the ferreting and stuff like that, then I'm going to do another one, which means I could possibly save up to $5,000. Yeah. So, I was finding things around the house to kind of try to do it without having to go out and spend money, because that defeats the purpose. And speaking of envelopes, so I found some envelopes. And so I numbered them, like, see, 1, and then 3, all that kind of stuff. And I put them in this pouch that I have already from Dollar Tree, and then some glitter highlighters. Can't go wrong with glitter highlighters, but it's just so bulky, and I don't even have the money in there yet, of course. So it's going to get thicker. So it's either that, or I can go completely redneck. And I have a strawberry container that I saved. I was using it for something with storage, right? There's like ways you can divide things in your drawer, your drawer, with things that you can repurpose just to be cheap and redneck. So this is extra rednecky, right? And then I have some index cards, right? Oh, some index cards, and I can just fold them in half. This is just so random. Right? Fold them in half, right? And then I have some washi tape. There you go, see? That I already had. So this is all stuff that I already have in the house, so I don't have to go out and purchase any money, because I want to save money. That defeats the purpose, right? I love all these channels. They're like, yeah, I'm going to do all these saving. And then they show you all this stuff that you have to buy first just to start the saving program. So yeah, that is my redneck one. And then I will be putting numbers on these. And then I had $1 and somebody took it from me today. So I was going to show you. So I don't have $1 to fit in it, but yeah, so I would label this $1, right? And I would put it in here and I put it aside, and I'm going to do a little tracker myself, but I can actually have one printed out for me, which is not a problem. It's not going to cost me that much money, actually any money. So yeah, that is the goal right there to do. And I hope I can make it to 50 envelopes, because that would be awesome. And that means I would have money. And then the goal is to put, not just to hoard it, but to put it into a high yield interest account. So I would either do a savings account or I could do a CD. And CDs are really good. They're better than bonds. Bonds really have no interest value anymore. But CDs are basically certificate of deposits where you loan the bank money so they can use it to give loans out to other people. And then it comes back to you with interest, because that is the purpose of it. So there are some CD accounts where they have a good interest rate and you can make an additional, and this is like a secured thing instead of working off of the stock market, right? So the stock market you put money into, but you can, if it bottoms out, you can lose it all. But with a certificate of deposit, it is an insured thing that after 6 months, 8 months, a year, they have different timelines that it is guaranteed back to you and there is interest accrued onto it. They owe you the interest. So I like that. So those are the two possibilities that I could do with the money. So if I did CD, I could probably make an extra $500 off of it in 6 months. We'll see. It depends. I had a CD for, I think, what did I do it for? 500. I think I made $36 off of it or something like that. But if you hold it, it doesn't really accrue much after that. It's just for that short term. And then if you hold it longer, it's just going to give you pennies. Pennies. So it's just always good to just close it out when you can. Yeah. So I hope to update you guys on how I go about it, how I do. So either I do it with this envelope here where it's all just fat. It looks like I have it already, but I don't. Or I do the redneck style. So this would probably be more visually appealing, and I can eventually get something else around the house to replace this. So yeah. And then of course you can't go wrong with the glitter highlighters, so I'll be using that. I got purple and orange. So yeah, there are things that you around the house that you can utilize and make use of and put another life into. So that's what I'm all about repurposing. And I have all these index cards that were one-sided, and I hated that because I wanted it double-sided. So I've had these around the house too long, way too long. So, and I've kept them because there was like, I know there's something I can use them for, and voila. So yeah, and then I have the washi tape, full roll. So if it can make me to 50 envelopes, 50 folds, I'll be very happy. Right. But you can also just do regular tape. So, but I want it to look somewhat cute, somewhat shabby redneck. Oh, yes. So, oh, am I not playing the music anymore? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not that it matters. Not that it matters much. Yes, I worked today at the restaurant. It was fun and busy. They had a Santa Claus and a Mrs. Claus show up there. They were outside, and the bosses, they put together a bunch of little gift bags full of candies and random things for the kids to play with, like those poppets, the little sensory pop things. But I didn't get to see Santa and Miss Claus until afterwards. They came into the restaurant after everything was done. So we got to take a picture with them. So that was pretty cool. That's all really. That's all I got tonight. I enjoy working at the restaurant. I think there's a conspiracy out against me though, because every time I go in there for prep, I have to dice onions. I have to cut onions. Somebody there wants to make me cry. I don't know who it is. But 9 out of 10 times, actually 10 out of 10 times lately, dicing the onions in the back, crying. I should, you know what? I should get on my Spotify, like sad music. And just enjoy the sobbing, right? So, but yeah, and then I end up, and then for a couple hours, I end up cooking up front. So, making omelets and burgers, all that fun stuff, frying. There's a side cook too. So, I'm not completely alone and screwed. Because that would suck. Because we can get busy, and it's a small restaurant, so we don't have a big grill, but it's like a Waffle House kind of feel. Very old building, outdated appliances that work still, and then newer appliances, of course. So I've been working there for a while. I like it. So,
Mrs. Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick made with 80%
I mean, it's not as
ingredients.
easy as just writing on an envelope, but where's the fun in that, right? Where's the fun in that? So you'll have to make it a challenge somehow. Can't make anything too easy with women. And then some customers came in, some regulars that I love talking to. It's enjoyable to see the people. It's in a small town, so the locals love the place, and generations have gone through it, right? So we've seen kids and the children and then the grandchildren of them, so it's just like a generational thing. And they always come in. It's great to talk to them. But we had another customer come in, and she always brings earrings for the ladies, and so I got these little earrings here. These are like really big. I'm not too big on giant earrings, but it's fun. So I will wear that next time I go in. And then sometimes they'll give us money or lotion or whatever stuff for Christmas. But I'll be going out of town next week. So I don't think I'll be able to stream unless I do it on a Thursday or Friday next week. So this might be it until New Year's. So, and New Year, I have 2 goals on New Year's for my streaming for my channel. I'm going to be reading a book and reviewing it, and that's Blood Meridian because somebody keeps asking me about it. So I will do that, and then I'm going to review Samurai Champloo, the whole series, and then I'm going to quit YouTube. After that, I will quit YouTube. So, yeah, and I think I might do 2 episodes per stream. It's just going to be a very general, light discussion about it. I'm not very good at, I might do screenshots. We'll see. I might just randomly just talk about things that happen in the episode. So it's up to you guys what you want to see. Do you want to see some screenshots and me talk about it? Or would you like me to go off into the darkness and never return again? Oh my goodness. Well, I really appreciated everyone that tuned in and said hi or liked the stream. Like I said, I know a lot of other people that are far more entertaining than I am are streaming. So I just hope you guys are enjoying your night and that you have a great weekend and a very Merry Christmas. I will be up in snow for Christmas. That will be fun. Trying not to get my kids sick again. That's my only stressor right now. But I'll have peace. I'll have peace. We'll play games, and I'll have somebody else cooking and cleaning, not me. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, that'll be good. I have 2 birthdays and then Christmas. I don't actually have it, but my husband and my son have 2 birthdays, and then there's Christmas sandwiched in between. So we have like a Hanukkah kind of situation going on. A Passover. All right.
Cool cat.
It's not
Well,
a cat.
I think that's it, guys. I think that's all really I can contribute without rambling on and wasting valuable, precious time. But, yeah, I miss you all. God bless you.